and we're going to talk digital marketing today. I've been having this conversation a lot with people when I talk to them about their social media marketing, when I talk about their digital marketing, when we talk about their just marketing, and they go, oh, well, I have a Facebook page. A Facebook page, Facebook Live, that's not a digital marketing strategy. It's not a social media marketing strategy. It's not a big picture marketing strategy. And so that's what I want to talk about today. We're going to break in to the different pieces of digital marketing. And the reason we're talking about this, and I'm telling you guys this before anybody else, including the email list, with the exception of the private membership community inside of Hit the Mic Backstage. So if you're a member there, you've heard about this already. If you're not a member there, this is going to be brand new information. We are launching a 6-month digital marketing mastermind called the Backstage Amplifier Mastermind, or BAM for short, which I really like, which is why I smile when I say it. Because I'm seeing this issue come up again and again for members, for people, who I'm speaking to at events, who I'm talking to online, just all over the place, where they really just, they're completely unclear on what their digital marketing looks like or why it's not working. And so that's why I put this together. We're just going to have 10 people in it. It's open to members right now. If you're not a member yet, join Backstage and you'll have access to get in. I will be launching it to everybody else next week, but it will be at a higher rate than members pay. So it's worth joining Backstage now and getting in early. Not only do you reserve your spot, but also, you save $50 a month. So there's that. All right. So here is the deal. Digital marketing consists of lots of pieces. It's going to consist of your social media marketing, for sure. However, your social media marketing is not the whole picture. And I'm going to use ridiculously simple examples here, okay? Twitter, Facebook, even a whole strategy with all of the pieces, that's just a social media marketing strategy. It's not going to work as effectively as it could on its own. It's just not. So you have to partner it with the other pieces of your digital marketing, okay? The other pieces being, and feel free to leave your comments and your questions below. I do have them open. I was just clicking into them to make sure I did in fact have them open, but I have them open right in front of me. So if you have questions about this stuff, drop it in there. So let me give you an example here when we talk social media. When we talk social media marketing, let's equate this to a zoo, because that's the first thing that came to my mind. All right. We have a zoo and it has lots of pieces. We have giraffes that are pregnant and apparently going to be pregnant forever. Man, do I feel bad for that poor giraffe. We have rhinos, we have lions, we have turtles. It's a very strange zoo, all right? The zoo is our digital marketing. The lions are our social media marketing. Now, the mom lion and the dad lion and the baby lion, they are our Facebook and our LinkedIn and our Twitter, okay? So each of these pieces fill in, but the whole zoo is really interesting only when we have, the whole zoo. So besides our lions, we have our giraffes, and our giraffes are our email marketing. And our email marketing consists of automation sequences, follow-up sequences, regular newsletter content, staying engaged. Those are our mommy giraffe and our daddy giraffe and our baby giraffe, all right? So we still have this instance of these little pieces have to build on each other. So you're going to see sort of a chart that comes down like a family tree. You see this sort of spread out as you get deeper, okay? So we've got our social media marketing. We've got our email marketing. We also have our content marketing. Yeah, that's right, content. And notice I didn't say your blog content or your podcast content. I'm talking about an overall content marketing strategy, because inside of our content marketing strategy, we have the content that lives on our website, which might be blog content or podcast content or video content or, all of the above. That's cool too. Bonus points for you. But we also have our stuff that we're putting on LinkedIn Publisher. Yeah, that's kind of also our social media content, but it's also still straight like longish form content. So it needs to go in our content marketing strategy too. And do you see how these pools start to muddy together because we're looking at how they work together, so they're relying on each other. And that's how you start to really get results, is when you have things that are working together. They're not working sort of in parallel with each other and like, okay, so I have content and I have social and I have my email. No, I have my content and my email and my social. Because we're using these pieces to increase our touch points, increase our value points, increase our visibility to the people who matter, to our community, to the people who need whatever problem it is you're solving. All right? I've said this on many a live stream. I've said it in many a podcast, but you have one job. That job is to get your clients from problem to solution. Now, that doesn't mean, okay, well, I offer a service that solves this problem. Great. We have to get them to the product first. The product is mid-job, okay? First, we have to get them to understand that this product is going to get them the rest of the way. So we need to get them here, almost meeting them in the middle, all right? So, again, content marketing. It's made up of our LinkedIn Publisher content, our Facebook Lives, Periscopes, YouTubes, the content that lives on our website, the podcast, all of these things, guest posts you're doing on whatever, influential sites that live in your space, in your industry. We all have different ones. I know everybody and their brother wants to get on HuffPost, and that's great. Here's the deal. I'm on HuffPost. I've posted a couple times for them. I've had people link to me in their HuffPost. I'll be honest, not a major traffic driver, all right? It's a great ego thing. It's a great thing to be able to tell people I've done. It means a whole lot more to you and me as business owners than it does to general consumers. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm in a ton of other places like Social Media Examiner and YFS Magazine, places that I know my ideal clients are reading and paying attention to, and that are not only sort of expertise reassurance, social proof that other people think what I know is smart, but also it's a really great way to drive traffic back to my site, all right? But again, you're seeing how these things fit together. So our email marketing, our content marketing, our social media marketing. Also, we need to be paying attention to our website. That is our store. That is our front door. That is our plaque. That is our open sign. Whatever cliche you want to choose, it needs to make sense, not to you, but to your audience. You're using all of these tools to drive traffic there, but when they get there, what are they singing? That's right, you need to have a website strategy. It's not about being pretty and shiny. Granted, that helps, but I will be absolutely honest with you. Right now, today, my website is 3 years old. Yeah, I think 2014 is when all of the current branding and the current website rolled out. And guess what? I got an email and a phone call last week with someone telling me, raving about my site because they loved it. It drives me crazy. I am in desperate need to get the site updated, but it works. It funnels people to content. It funnels people to Backstage. It funnels people to coaching. It funnels people to the list. It does what it needs to do in my business, because even more so than there being a shiny, pretty picture of me on the homepage, and you can tell it's old because there's like this much less hair there. But it's helping people get a little bit further from problem to solution. It's helping move people down this road so that they're figuring out, yes, this is the place I needed to be to get what I need. All right? So those are kind of the 4 pieces that I want you to be paying attention to. The 5th piece that is in addition to this, and what I'm assuming we'll be talking the most about when I sit down with people one-on-one during the Backstage Amplifier Mastermind, is your paid content, your paid advertising. Now, that can fit in social, that can fit in content, that could fit in your website, that could fit in a lot of places. It could even fit in email. But you need to be aware of where your investments financially lie, because all of these things are going to take a time investment. It's just the way it is. And if you're not willing to make that time investment, close the website, close the business, go get a job. It's as simple and as plain as that. Because if you're not willing to put in the time, there's no reason to expect that someone's going to put in their money. That's all there is to it. So the fifth piece, the last piece that sort of goes into all of these places is your financial investment, your paid investment, your willingness to say, all right, yeah, I've got this podcast. I've got this great Facebook Live. I've got this whatever. I've got this LinkedIn post. I'm going to put some money behind it to put it in front of the right person. And I want to spend a little bit of time really briefly before I wrap this up with that last piece, the right person, because all of these things only matter if you're talking to the right person. The prettiest, shiniest brand only matters if you're talking to the right person. And that's why I posted on my profile the other day, I'm part of the faculty for a program called Brand School put on by Julie Catino and the team at Brand Twist. The reason I support that program so much, the reason I'm willing to be part of the faculty, the reason I'm willing to talk to those students a lot is because the first thing they do is figure out who they're talking to. Who are they building this brand for? Again, so many people are skipping this step when it comes to building their brand, building their website, figuring out their content strategy, figuring out their social media strategy, figuring out their paid advertising strategy, which is costing them a ton of money. You've got to know who you're talking to. That's got to be the first step for any of this. I will stop hitting that soon, I promise. For any of this stuff to work, you have to figure that out. You have to step back and figure out who you're talking to. Who is receiving this message? Who do you want to be listening? That will make all the difference. That will be the thing that helps you start taking people from problem to solution, because the line over here at problem is the right people. The line over here at problem are the people who you help. All right. So digital marketing, that's what it is. Social media, email, content, website, paid advertising, all of that stuff is your digital marketing. If you would like some help with digital marketing, hit the mic backstage, join us in there. That's the only way right now to access the Backstage Amplifier Mastermind, where you will spend 6 months with me one-on-one and with a small group. We're only taking 10 people. We'll open this up to everybody officially next week with a shiny sales page and all of that. If it doesn't fill up before then. But if it fills up before then, you guys are out of luck. So hit themicbackstage.com to get membership access, which is currently the only way to join us for BAM. All right. All right. Take action on this stuff. If you guys have any questions, you run into some questions later. I know I sort of blew through this, but I wanted you to get that content as quickly and as consumable as possible. All right. So ask me in the comments below, ask me in the private community backstage, whatever you need to take action on what we talked about today, because I really encourage you to take a step back and not just go, oh, well, I know that. I've got an email list and I've got a website and I'm on social and I put out a newsletter once a month, or I put out a blog post once a month. So I have all these pieces. Are they working? Are they working together? Are they supporting each other? So even if you think you have these pieces in check, take some time, review these things, pay attention to them, look at your metrics, see if they're working, and make sure that you have a strategy for the rest of the quarter, for the rest of the year, because that's key to know what you're doing. Okay? All right. I will see you guys backstage. Again, hit the micbackstage.com is the only way to join BAM right now. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday for the podcast, and we'll do this again next week. Sound good? All right. Bye, guys.